Last week I was asking the Lord, what should I speak on next? And I felt like there were so many things in my heart, and it was just a really tough week for me. And I don't know if you have those kind of weeks where you just feel like everything falls apart, and then how am I going to hear from the Lord? How do I know what God wants me to share? And I just felt like again and again, God was saying to me, Proverbs 3, 5, and 6, trust in me. And I just thought, okay. And so I started studying it. And as I started studying it, I read it in multiple versions. And I just started seeing the Lord pull out a different key point in each of these different versions. So we are going to see Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 all week. But we're going to see it in a different version each day and a little bit different thing that I feel like God's pulling out of that. So today we'll start in the New King James, and it says, trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. Well, in this version, the main two things that I want to pull out today are trust and lean. Trust and lean. And lean means to get your support from. Like there's a small balcony wall right behind me. I'm leaning on it. If this wall wasn't here, I would fall off the edge of the roof. That would not be awesome. So I know I can lean on it and it will keep me. And God is that strength for us. But if we lean on the wrong thing, if we lean into the wrong places for our strength, it will not end well. Let's see Psalms 37:5. It's kind of connected to this. It says, commit your ways to the Lord. Trust in him and he will act. So the first word we were looking at from Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 was trust. Trust in the Lord. Again, in Psalms, we see that. Trust in him and he will act. 2 Chronicles 32, 7, and 8, we're seeing Hezekiah and his people are in a bad place, and the Assyrian king is coming after them, and he has huge armies, and there's so many people, and they're so outnumbered. And we see Hezekiah in verse 7 speaking to his people, and he says, be strong and courageous. Don't be afraid, because there's more with us than there are with them. Now, it didn't look like there was more with them, okay? But then he goes on and he says, because with them, they only have the arm of flesh, okay, to lean on. The arm of flesh, what does that mean? Their human strength or their human aid. They only had man to lean on. But he goes on, he says, but with us, we have the strength of the Lord, and our God fights our battles for us. So looking back to Proverbs 3, 5, and 6, as we trust in him, as we lean on him, not on man, not on our own wisdom, not our own abilities, but on him, then he acts for us, he fights for us, and he will always be there for us.